What up, your boy Stingray Cool here. Before we go any further, there's three Bible verses for you. Luke chapter 12, Ephesians chapter 7, and Mark chapter 9. Of course, John 3:16. Oh, yeah. You see what it is? Yep. We got, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the soon to be platinum plat winner of the world, your boy Stingray Cool. If you ain't down with that, got two words for you: fish you. But yeah, on this corner, we got the man from the East Coast, Queen's own Busta Rymes. Then on this corner, we got the man from the Midwest, Chicago's own Twista. Can you keep up? That was their group song together, Busta Rhymes and Twist. I mean, it was their duet song, that song together, Busta Rhymes and Twist. Then, baby, if you give it to me, I give it to you. I know what you want. That was Busta Rhymes' song, and I really don't do the most twisted parts about the girl, got the emotions. Got them flowing like an ocean.
You're a hardworking adult ready for
Recordings just got better. Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce that local
speaking, approaching it for him like a gentleman. Submission is
I figured it's either postman like a proposal like a gentleman.
But she paid low. She honored
What's the
my
pay?
name.
Don't say that, my nine. Got the thing. Here
The
it comes.
game of ways to make more.
You got, baby, if you give it to me, I give it to you. You know what you want. But I'm not disrespecting man. You got, baby, if you give it to me, I give it to you. You know what you want. Versus, it's the same thing. Let's just lay low.
Let me play with your emotions slow.
Let me play some motion slow. So you got Busta Rhymes, baby, if you give it to me, I give it to you. You know what you want. Versus Twista, let me play some motion. Let's play slow, lay low.
Take a rhythm of a highlight. Take a look alive. Let me stimulate your mind, body, your soul. Rhythm of a highlight. Take a look alive. Let me stimulate. Got a tame, here gone. I was speaking with the game of ways to make more. Let me play with your emotions slow.
And you got Genesis album, Twista's Kamikaze, Twista Kamikaze album. Yeah, baby, if you give it to me, I give it to you. You know what you want. But some place most of it, you gotta lay low, say slow. Twist, as far as speed, I think Twista got the speed. Twista got like the faster pace, like the Twista Kamikaze, everybody should but I can't come in and say the loud with the halo. Twista Kamikaze with the phone over the phone over the halo. Busta Rhymes got a little slower speed, but he's still fast paced. Like Busta Rhymes got 2 shots, hit the Busta get hit it, we're so dangerous, got to float those, get it low. Twista got the button that time, side. Twista got to come, no, that Busta got to rhyme at a time. I saying what I say, gotta make your body feel well, make your body feel, yeah, that kind of stuff. So speed, I'm gonna give it to Twister. As the longevity, I'm gonna go with a tie because they're both. Yeah. All right. Ladies, the soon to be platinum plat winner of the world, your boy. Yeah. All right, we got everything good. But yeah, longevity, that's a tie because because Busta Rhymes is he's been around since I think '91 when Leader of the New School came out. They disbanded, and Busta Rhymes had a successful solo career outside of that. Oh, let me get my hat on. That's my like it. But yeah, and Twista been doing good since I think '91 when he was one of the aliases, the alias tongue twister. So like longevity, and they're both well known today here in 2023 because Busta Rhymes about to come up with a new song, with a new album. That's gonna be good because I seen it on Instagram where he's working with the one and only, the legendary Black Thought from the Roots. You seen them on Jimmy Kimmel Show. You know they worked with Erica Badu. That was on a Chappelle show, and now he working with Busta Rhymes and Twister. He see. I know I forgot the name of one song, but he had Daphne the Thickness on there. And as far as I think being worldwide, it's like a tie because they know about Busta Rhymes overseas, they know about Twist overseas. As far as unique videos, that goes to Busta Rhymes because his videos out of this world. Only one can match him is Missy and Ludacris. Twister videos is good, but Busta Rhymes still a whole new level. So I'm gonna get the videos. I'm gonna get that point to Busta Rhymes. I'm gonna give Twist a 1 point for flows. So yeah, I think that's pretty dope. Now creativity, I'm gonna give that to Busta Rhymes because his videos are very creative ahead of their time. Just creative too, but since we gonna go off of video creativity, Busta Rhymes got that, especially at the time of the fish side lens point of view in rap videos. So of course I gotta go with Busta Rhymes who created videos. Now I give Twista credit for flows. You know, it's kind of tough because they're both good, but you know, I'm just gonna do one tie. Let's see, collaboration. I'm gonna give that to Busta Rhymes because he worked with Janet Jackson, Mariah Carey, Lazy Bone, Coach Twist himself, and Jazzo. And 6 Seconds Assassin. But he went to Mariah Carey and give it to me. He went to Janet Jackson and What's Gonna Be. And of course, he was in that big collaboration with Biggie, LL Cool J, and Rampage on the and what's it called? Flavor. Oh yeah, of course, Flavor in Your Ear. Well, of course, Craig Mack also because that's his own. Basically, worked with Biggie, Rampage, and LL Cool J and Flavor in Your Ear. The remix, to be specific, that was cool. I give that a point. That really boosted him up. Now on the Twister side, Twister had do what to do or die. Just to what to crucial conflict, of course. And that was good collaboration. Of course, Twister worked with Bone Thugs and Harmony on C Town. It on Bone Thugs and Harmony 2007 album, Strength and Loyalty. Then also in 2007, Twister worked with Bone Thugs and Harmony. But on his album, that was the feature artist on We Ain't No Hoes. Because that was good. No, no. But I have to go with Busta on that, man. Even though it's tough because Twista got the collabos, but I'm gonna give Busta a point for the collabos. So that's a 3 point. So, see what else we can go with. Now hits, that's gonna be kind of tough one because no, I'm gonna go with hits. I'm gonna get at the Busta Rhymes because Twista got good songs, but we're going from a media point of view. Busta Rhymes is known for more hits like "Give It to Me," "Break Your Neck," "Woo High," "Got You All in Check." Then you had to remix the late great OD, Old Dirty Bastard, or ODB for short. "Break Your Neck," the remix, that was a hit. Then you got "Give Me Some More," and that was a hit. Yeah, I'm at yeah, Twisted is cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Twisted also. What up, Medical Dome? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Twisted also. But I think commercialized, Busta Rhymes had more media hits. But to be fair, I'm gonna go with media hits for Busta Rhymes. But Twister got more hits, in my personal opinion, because the fact he had like the whole Chicago rap crew from Crucial Conflict, Do or Die, Speed Not Mobsters, Psycho Drummer, Triple Darkness. I'm going up. But to the people that's younger than me, Triple Darkness is a group from Chicago. The Snipers is a group from Chicago. Uh, Psycho Drama is a group from Chicago. But people who's in their early 30s and early 40s, they know who them other groups are that I mentioned. Crucial Conflict, of course, they had Hey. But I'm saying Twister got this all around. But far as hits, like mainstream perspective, if you want to go by their point of view, of course the hits gonna go with Busta Rhymes. But to me, Twister got the best ones. Thanks, fam. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you, man. Shout out to my man Malak Dome. Yeah, what? One of the coolest people out there. But yeah, like Twister, I'm gonna have to go. Far as like the underground hits, I would say whatever. 'Cause I think Twister still labeled underground. So I think from the mainstream perspective, and Busta Rhymes is a little bit more mainstream, but he still was good with his mainstream. So I give like Busta Rhymes, he got the hits. If you go from the mainstream point of view of what they call, I think, radio and commercial hits. So Busta Rhymes got that, but to me, underground hits, Twister got that because Twister got he got some songs that he never got credit for. I'm a hip hop fan, so I give Twista props because he got people. They slept on his underground stuff, man. Because Twista was like, I think after like '03 when he had that new breath of air, fresh air, working with Rockefeller. I remember that when he got together with Kanye West and Jay Z. They gave him some mainstream push. Then he kind of like after years after that, probably like after '08, I would say for me personally, he went kind of more underground, and Busta Rhymes was able to still stay in the mainstream eyes. So like, but you listen to Twista Underground stuff, especially what he did like with T Pain and stuff. No, when he worked with T Pain, he's still considered mainstream. Still, he did good. But that one album I can't remember, but that one album was pretty good. Let me check out the name. So I put him up there with trying to think, wasn't with Camp Low when they kind of went undergrounders. They still had it, but they wasn't in the mainstream eyes. All right, so drilling. So the day after he was still underground. I mean, he was still in the mainstream eyes. That's 2004. He had that song with Twista, "Girl Tonight If We're Touching." Like, oh, Yellow Light category F5 is still like mainstream. It wasn't after see was the perfect. Well, no, Perfect Storm is like considered one of his undergrounds. I think we went more with an underground style. For me, Drilling was Russ was a dope album. Of course, he had Slow Jams 2003 when he was featuring on that Kanye West and Jamie Foxx song. That really was cool. So I'll say 2004 was the year of Twisted 2. 2005, he still had it because this was a Mike Jones Cutter Buddy remix. And plus, he was on that Coach Carter soundtrack with I Wish. That was good. Didn't have Hope with no the Hope song. It was on Coach Carter soundtrack with my girl Faith Evans. That was dope. But no, this is a little bit of history. His very first album when he first came out in 1992, he was called Tongue Twister. He just showing it to Twist. It still was the same pace, but he kind of this one he went super fast. He went so fast, wasn't funny, but then he kind of to a extent slowed it down. Then like he had Warm Embrace, which was I think that was mainly Speed Not Mobster song or album where he was featured on it. Oh, Perfect Storm. I think it was a 2010 album. Let me see. I like that. Do you keep it on low? Do you? What he did what he did with my boys do or die.
Bosch's powerful hammer drill has kickback.
That was pretty dope. But now Here's my here's one of the points about it for raw grittiness. Busta Rhymes was good. He's very like in your face because you know he's from New York, so you know they're gonna have a gritty style. But Twister, he was vicious because if you hear that collab did with Tech Nine, it's a Midwest Choppers Part Two, not Part One. What he did with Tech Nine, Crazy Bone for Bone Thugs Homie, and K Dean, he really got greedy with it. I mean, gritty, GREEDY with it. So I'm gonna have to get a grittiness to like Twister because he could pull like Bus Rhymes raw. Don't get it twisted, but Twister could pull out a rawness on you if he really want to get aggressive with the style. I didn't hear him kill a collaboration. So yep, grittiness go to Twister. Breath capacity, I'm gonna say go to Twister because he can. Bus Rhymes, he kind of like slow it down a little bit and catch his breath. Twister can go pretty long time, so Twister to me got a higher breath capacity than Busta Rhymes when it come down to how fast he can flow, then catch a breath. Now longevity was basically go back. I'm gonna go with both of them because Twister still his name's still popping, especially in the shy. You know, I'm not from Chicago, I'm from North Carolina, but from what I see on the internet, his fan base still there. And Busta Rhymes, he got longevity. Of course, he got a new album coming out, and he's supporting Scarlett. So they both got longevity, so that's cool. Oh yeah, I forgot Busta got to work with Eminem because he was temporary with Aftermath Records. He signed with them, I think, in 2001. He and my him, Dr. Dre was in that Break Your Neck video back in 2001. And plus, you know, he cool with Goody Mob, Atlanta's own, the Dirty South own. You know, I represent the Dirty South of North Carolina, but you know, I got love for my boys from Atlanta. Goody Mob, you know, they was in that video back in 2000, Break Your Neck video back in 2001. But I don't think they ever did no song together, but they was on, I think, LaFace Records together. That was pretty cool. LaFace Records, if I ain't mistaken, is Babyface Records. But at the end of the day, the Bus Rhymes still did go to Aftermath too. And so he went, that's how he got the collab with him and Eminem. But Twister got the Kanye West note. I don't know if he signed Kanye West and him at one point in time, but I know he's future with him. Now, here, this the tough part right here because they both got good beats. Busta Rhymes got good beats, but Twista he got some more Midwest type beats. I'm nothing against the East Coast. I love y'all beats too, but I'm a big Midwest fan, so well, it's kind of biased. But I'm gonna have to go with Twista on the beats. But Busta Rhymes got some amazing beats. Don't get it twisted, but Twista's just kind of smooth because the South ain't that far from the East Coast, Midwest, but South ain't that far from the East Coast neither. So we kind of gravitate around both of their. We love the West Coast too. We gravitate around their beats too. But in some cases, because the Midwest, like I say, Midwest kind of similar with beats, but different. Because we all depend. We kind of like that jazzy kind of harmonic kind of beat style. And the Midwest is more like it's fast paced beats, but every now and again they might have some little guitars kind of stuff with it. So I'm gonna go with beats. I'm gonna go with Twister. Even though I like both of their beats picking, but I'm gonna go with Twist on his because his just be out this world. I like early 2000s Twister, but it's like 90s Twister. His beats was amazing too. They got more smooth, laid back, chill kind of beat type that Southern people like, you know. And Busta Rhymes got more of that raw boom bap kind of stuff. We like that too, but they come down like if I had to pick one, I go with Twist on the beat skill on the beats. I'm gonna give Buster 1 point on flows. No, I think I get that point to Twist. Yeah, Busta Rhymes got that flow, and Twister got to chop it up. I'm gonna change it up. I'm gonna give Busta Rhymes a 1 point on the flow. But as far as chopping it up, I'm gonna give Twister 1 point on chopping it up. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna give it all around. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Twister. Even though it's tough decision, that's why I like challenging myself because I had to come up with someone like who I could see. I could have picked Tech Nine, but I might save Tech Nine for Twister the same. So I picked Buster versus Twister. Which at the end of the day, we all win because we all hip hop fans. Because I am hip hop. But I will say this Buster and Twister both killed it when they both worked with Tech on the Midwest Chopper. Oh, no, on Worldwide Chopper. Because Twister had, of course, he had Midwest Choppers too with Crazy Bone, Twister, Tech Nine, and K Dean. But Twister did so good. Tech brought him back for a Worldwide Chopper in this 2000, I think, 12 album. All sixes and sevens. With Worldwide Chopper, it was Twister, Busta Rhymes, Tech Nine. Yellow Wolf. Twisted Insane. Let's see. Who's the other guy? Let me go check it out. All right, here we go. So it's Twist and Caesar, Ceza, Uso, of course, Busta Rhymes, JL, Twista, D Lock. All right, that's one of them. Uso. So this what he look like he's mowing or something like that. Man. But Busta Rhymes did good at reinventing himself, so I give him credit for that. And Twist was good at reinventing himself, man. Thank God for YouTube, so people can see what Twist and Busta Rhymes is like. Especially once is younger than me, who only know one part about him. But at the end of the day, man, like I say, it's still a big win for hip hop because they are hip hop history. And happy 50th birthday to hip hop. Man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm glad I did pick these two to go against each other because they are two of the best choppers. That fast pace, chopping it up style. No, I can't say Bone Thugs, people like that, because that's a group. But I'm thought had to do that as solo artist. Now, as far as the group version of it, I'm trying to think. I might do Bone Thugs versus Crucial Conflict, or either Bone Thugs versus Do or Die. One of them two. I can't say Wu-Tang Clan because they don't rap fast. But if I do a group version of it. It might I'm gonna have to go with probably Bone Thugs versus Crucial. But don't think about that. If I do that, Bone got more apples than Crucial. And you shout to my man Leaks Dome. Yeah, very appreciate the share. Thank you, brother. I know I shared that Nas one in a couple of his. And now, since I said that in comparison, since we gotta make this last hour, because I'm trying to make it a habit hitting hour shows. Like I say, at the end of the day, we both win, but hold up. Drum roll, please. The winner is Twista. Now, since that's all said and done, we're gonna talk about the fun side of this. We already and I'm gonna talk about what I love about both of them. Busta Rhymes always had that fun, cool flow and funness to him. He was like a if he didn't know anybody, he would think he was a mean dude because he's so big and intimidating. Because when he first came out, he was like a scrawny little dude. Then he got real muscular. But you see, he's a real cool dude, man. He always fun. He always called women queens and men kings. And I like that one video when like he didn't disrespect the man's wife. You know, like when he shook his hands, he just gave her a handshake. Not that many people are respectable like that, but Busta Rhymes is. And Twisted, I seen a video of him earlier this year, or a picture of him earlier this year on Instagram. How he was so humble, down to earth. He just, he was just like a regular person at Walmart. I don't know did he have a knee injury or something at the time, but I know he had a cane. Gonna look like. So I give them both. They both cool people, and their personalities are fun and awesome. And the Twister got some size on him too, but he was like a real down to earth dude. I never met him before, but I hope to. One day we're gonna speak that in existence. Father God, let me meet Busta Rhymes Twist. Let me meet Twist and Busta Rhymes. Let me meet Twister, Crazy Bone, and Busta Rhymes. I like to meet Crazy Bone too. He seems like he a down to earth dude. No, I can relate to Crazy. But yeah, they're very cool people, man. Very down to earth, and they ain't scared to work with the younger artists and like just make good music. So I like that about them. And Bus had, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Bus had a little run, I think in 2011 with Young Money, Cash Money. So I forgot about he did do that. That wasn't a bad run. That was pretty cool because you got to see him do that song Turkey with Nicki Minaj. That was pretty cool collaboration. I heard Twista got mad dope songs with the whole Chicago crew from Cruising Man, Cruise Conflict, Triple Darkness, man. It was Twista, I think Buck, from Psychodrama. Because, Nuisance was the girl, and Buck was like the dude. Not because he had to cut it short, because, you got the rapper Young Buck from G Unit. Then it was a third people. It was like, I think one member for each Chicago group, one, and for the Crucial Conference side, I think they might have picked Wild Style. But I know it was Buck, of course, and one member from the Snipers, which I don't know them by names. Buck, Twista. There's one member of, I think, from Triple Darkness. And I want to say it had I think one member also was from Snipers, and I want to say it might have been AK Killer from Do or Die on there, but that was a unique collaboration where it had one member from each individual group, Chicago group to be specific.
Attention all North Carolina service members, veterans, and their families. Exciting news. All right, Psychodrama is Saheed, Psyde, Nuisance, in the book. So that's that group. And like Twister really put now, I want to say, I think Twister came out before Common. I mean, nothing, I ain't gonna take away from Common, but I think Twister really put Chicago on top of the map. Common, he just elevated it. Then Kanye West kept it going. Then Lupe introduced that Chicago sound to the newer generation. Now Busta Rhymes. So that's when my Twister point of view. Now Busta Rhymes, Fushankies, and Chilled Food, and trying to think, the ones that diggity diggity down, and Jazzo, and early years Jay-Z when he was rapping fast before he slowed it down. Daz Effects, they elevated the East Coast version of the fast-paced style. No, they started the East Coast version of that fast-paced style, but to me personally, Busta Rhymes elevated it to like the mid '90s. That they started in like the late '80s and early '90s, but Busta carried it on to the mid '90s to the early 2000s. So from my point of view, with the Busta Rhymes, I'm trying. I would say, I'm trying to think what that young group was. I would say Coast Contra. I see them carrying that legacy on of that fast-paced New York style that Busta Rhymes elevated from the Busta Rhymes perspective. So that's cool on their behalf. So it'd be like Lupe from who I would say come from the Twister family tree of Chicago, who elevated that style, kept that style going for this generation on Twister's behalf. Even Lupe don't rap fast for to say, but he still got a little bit of flow in that Chicago element. Now, Coast Country, I say this is one of the closest ones I can think of for the Busta Rhymes spectrum, who kept that kind of like fast paced New York style going on now. Shout out to Coast Country. I think Busta Rhymes probably got the biggest cultural impact though. And I'm going with Twister because at back in the '90s, I remember this like New York and California's taking over, so the Midwest is like, and the South is in between. So I would say Twister got like one of the biggest cultural impacts of the Midwest as far as solo artists now. We all know Bone Thugs got the biggest impact from the Midwest as a group, but Twister got the solo artist element. And dang. But that can't keep up. That song still go hard, and I think that song came out probably like 2010 maybe. I don't know, was it Busta Rhymes album, a song and Twista's featured on it, or was it Twista's song and Busta Rhymes featured on it? But either way, that song still go hard. I like songs like that where you can see who can like really match the pace with each other. Oh, so it's Busta Rhymes song. I see Twista was just featured on it. I did a lip sync video to it.
Does Canelo Alvarez really relax? Or is he always dreaming of boxing? Or is he thinking, okay, you know,
Twister, welcome back. Okay. And when you first started rapping, were you Twister or were you someone else?
It was,
Like, the name.
it was tongue twister.
Yeah, I meant
Once I
Tongue
got
Twister.
into that style, like that style, you know, one.
Look at NWA, you look at KRS-One, you look at, EPMD, you look at Rakim. Like all these guys were relatively low BPMs. Like no one was rapping double time. Like the South wasn't doing that 140 BPM shit. Everything was like 90, 80 BPM.
It depends on who you was listening to. You know, like at the time you had people coming out like if you listen to records LL put out, like he had a record called Why You Think They Call It Dope, where he went crazy on there. I was like, oh shit. And you have people like Jay-Z and Jazz that came with the originators.
The originators,
You know,
right.
yeah.
That was
You
the
know,
first fast rap that I heard. Yeah.
You had Foo Schnickens come out,
Right.
you know. Then you had Tretch do his thing when he was coming out with Naughty by Nature. So you had a lot of people, and I definitely want to give props to Poor Righteous Teachers. You know, Poor Righteous Teachers definitely. So it was a lot of guys out there that we all, I think, were kind of doing our thing at the same time. And then I think when we started to hear each other, we started to influence each other. Like Bone Thugs and Harmony, everybody.
Right. Now, but you were kind of faster than
Shit.
and we talked about this in our last interview. You actually had the Guinness Book of World Records for the fastest rap for like 10 years.
Yeah. It might have been something like that, bro. I don't know, some crazy shit. It was like, I know the whole thing, I was trying to do 600 syllables, 60 seconds.
Can you give an example of what 10 syllables a second sounds like?
I can't remember that shit. That shit was like, it's fast like that.
Damn. Can you do that? Wow.
You know, when I was playing there, they said I missed 2 syllables.
But speaking of that, I was thinking about that Valiant interview. How like when you used to rap at one place, what up, gamer bro? Love the new look. Shout out to Gamer Bro and shout out to who else we got here? Malik Dome. But yeah, it's something I learned with Twista and Tech 9. Like when everyone pretty good. Like Twista, he can rap fast, but Valor asked him to say that same verse slow. He had a hard time doing it. Cause he rapped that verse. When he asked him to rap that verse fast, he rapped it fast perfectly. Then he asked him to rap that verse slow. He had a hard time. So when you use that kind of style, it can be tough. All right, we hit the 1 hour mark again. So shout out to the people that was here today. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and hit that thumbs up, and hit that notification bell. Hit that thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up, notification bell, like, share, subscribe. Thank you, Eflon Don, for sharing. Shout out, you can share to Gamer Boy if you want to. If you don't, that's cool. So shout out to Melak Dome. In case you don't, I didn't spell it right. Here it go on the chat. And shout out to Gamer Bro. Shout out to Malik Dome, my boy. Appreciate him. I think I've been knowing about him for a year now. Shout out to Gamer Bro, my boy, also. So we out. Peace, love, and God bless. We on the road to 500 subscribers. Peace.